Hey everybody, T-Man here again, bringing you guys another fucking video, and this one today is going to be my match of the week, and as you can see from the title, it's going to be from last night. Sami Zayn taking on Adrian Neville for the NXT title. Those of you who watch my match of the weeks, last week I said I was going to do an old school match, but last night I was watching the NXT event on the WWE Network, and by far it changed my mind what I wanted to do this week, because here's the reason why this is my match of the week. You know, today's wrestling, especially WWE related, WWE is not really a great product right now, and NXT is. And even though it's all under the WWE banner, they really focus on the in-ring work. And that main event last night between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, it kind of reminds you what wrestling, professional wrestling, is all about. It's storytelling, okay? It's, you know, yes, it's fake, but it's a physical performance using your body to tell a story, you know. And last night really told a story between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. It was a great wrestling match. I mean, I've seen moves I haven't seen in a long time, and some of them I may not seen before. It was really spectacular. Great match. Sami Zayn, one of the great workers. He reminds me like a Cesaro. Could have a great match with anybody, and Adrian Neville's up there too. Adrian Neville could have some great matches, some great high-flying action, and this match you got a little bit of everything. You got some technical wrestling in there, you had a couple high-flying moves, just a great back-and-forth wrestling match, and boy, yeah, it's definitely my match of the week, and probably pretty soon in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be doing probably a top 5 or a top 10 best WWE matches of the year. I'll do a top 10, what I think of just this year alone, because usually my match of the weeks are ranging from all different eras and all different years, but I'm gonna do my top 10, the ending of 2014, what I think was the top 10 matches in the WWE, and that's including NXT as well. And I think this match is gonna be right up with them. It was a great, it kind of reminded me why I've been watching wrestling for so long, you know, because sometimes you're like, man, why am I watching? The product is so boring. But then when you come across a match like this, it just reminds you why you're such a diehard fan. And definitely Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville put on one hell of a show. And not to mention, you know, the whole overall broadcast as a whole last night was really, really good. We got the introduction of Kevin Steen, or Kevin Owens, as they're calling him here in WWE. He's fought in Ring of Honor and in other indie promotions as Kevin Steen. A great, fantastic wrestler. He actually opened up the broadcast in a very great match, and then you saw him end it. It was a beautiful match. I mean, it kind of reminded me of like an old school match, because back in like the old school days, especially the NWA days, and WWE did it too, is when a babyface won a title, or when there was a title change, you would get all the wrestlers enter the ring, and sometimes you would get champagne baths and stuff in the back. I mean, it was truly like a changing of a guard, and NXT kind of reminded me last night when Sami Zayn won. He had the whole NXT roster come out and congratulate him, and one of them was Kevin Owens. I guess I need to call him now. I'm so used to calling him Kevin Steen. But Kevin Owens came out and congratulated him. The whole ring was full. And this actually caught me by surprise. Like, at the end of the event, Kevin Owens backstabs Sami Zayn and does a very vicious powerbomb on Sami Zayn. And you know, that's one thing I want to talk about. Too, about this match between Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville. Sami Zayn, man, he took some crazy motherfucking bumps in this match. Holy shit. Does this guy like really want to just give back to the fans and really put his name out there? I mean, he landed on his neck 3 really bad times. There was one powerbomb in the match where it looked really bad. Like, it didn't really look like he landed on his back. it looked like he more landed on his neck. And then later in the match, Adrian Neville, I don't know what the move was called. He did something to Neville, to Sami Zayn, and he landed on his fucking neck again for a second time. And that one actually looked worse than the powerbomb. Then at the end, with Kevin Owens powerbombing him, pretty much they were outside, and he powerbombed him on the apron. Oh man, that looked like he landed on his neck too. Brutal, man. Really fucking brutal bumps in that match. But great match. Probably be one of my nominees. Definitely, I got to do my homework, see what I'm going to do with my top 10 matches of 2014. But I think that's definitely going to be my top 10 of greatest WWE matches. Not TNA, but greatest matches of WWE. Those of you who watch my videos know that this, or just wrestling in general, know that I usually do a preview video of my predictions of WWE TLC. I'm not really going to do that this week. I don't really have time. Right now it's Friday and the pay-per-view Sunday. I got work and stuff, so I really don't have time to pump out a video. But really, does this pay-per-view really need a breakdown? I mean, all in all, I'll give you a quick one right here for the WWE TLC. Pretty much, this is just a mediocre a pay-per-view. It's not really big. They have some interesting matches I'm interested in, but I'll give you a really quick rundown of it. And this is on top of my head. Usually when I do my reviews and previews, I usually have a notes here and I read off all the matches. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to name off some of the matches that come to my head. And also, I will be doing I'm not doing this preview. I'm just going to be spitting out a few right now of my predictions of what I think, and on Monday I will shoot out a review of the pay-per-view. So I will do a review on the afterwards, what I think of the pay-per-view as a whole. But real quick predictions: John Cena and Seth Rollins. I think we all know that John Cena is going to win that match. I find it very unlikely Seth Rollins is going to win, or if he does win, there's going to be some other stipulation. Either way, John Cena is going to wrestle Brock Lesnar next month at Royal Rumble. They're going to give you that 2014 trilogy of the two. So and really, this pay-per-view, I feel like there's no I don't know, there's no desire. I feel like that, they had this date booked, for a pay-per-view, and they really don't have no plans. This is all about just getting the Royal Rumble. Once the Royal Rumble comes, I think the storylines and everything's gonna beef up. But right now, not good. I'm not too into it. And then you just have, just a bunch of meaningless matches, and I feel like they just bumped up rivalries just to have this pay-per-view for. And then you have Rusev and Jack Swagger. Don't really. I think Rusev is going to win, but I will not be surprised though if Jack Swagger wins. I think Rusev is, but I won't be surprised if Jack Swagger wins, because I think Rusev has big plans. I think if he doesn't lose the title TLC, I think he's going to lose the title at Royal Rumble, because I hear that he's going to be working with a top name, maybe John Cena at Mania. So I could see him losing the title this month or next month. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can see that going either way. Then you got Ryback and Kane. I think obviously Ryback is going to win that match. And then the other match that I really care about, or really have any interest in, is Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler win this match. I don't know if they're going to do it, because they just gave the belt to Luke Harper, so I would be surprised if he lost it right away. However, Dolph Ziggler, man, I think if they don't give him a title this Intercontinental title back, in this ladder match, I think that's a huge mistake and a drop of momentum for Dolph Ziggler. You just pretty much put him, whether you wanted to or not, you put Dolph Ziggler in a main event status with that Survivor Series thing. That was just a tremendous match, and a tremendous 3-on-1 effort by Dolph Ziggler, even though Sting interfered. Great, you built him up. Give them back the title. I don't know if WWE's going to do that. Sometimes it's hard to predict. I know what I would do. but like I said in every video I do with WWE, the writing is so bad, I don't know what they're gonna do. Anyways, I know there's a bunch of other matches on the card I could really care less about. I will be doing a whole in-depth video on the review after the pay-per-view. I will watch the pay-per-view and I'll do a full review on Sunday. So anyways, I gave you 2 videos in one. A match of the week with Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, which was a great match. If you guys really need to watch that match from that NXT takeover. If I were you guys, I don't know if you have the network. If not, I'm sure it'll be online or Hulu or YouTube or something like that. And then I also gave you quick little picks and predictions of what I think of TLC, which obviously is not much because sadly NXT is better than WWE. It's sad. But you know why? Because I said it before, Vince McMahon does not have his hands in NXT. Thank God. Anyways, that'll conclude this video. Hopefully you enjoy it. And until then, I will see you for the next fucking video. Take care, guys.